Hello, everyone. My name's Anime San Diego, and I want to do a verse of this book, Survival Instinct of a Woman, um, by Maria Jessica Ryerson. So let's read. After my father, Horacio Alejandro Vega, died on the 23rd of August 1987, my mother, Miranda Legaspi Castillo, had to move on for us all. For me, Sofia Castillo Vega, my brother Flavius, and our sisters Hannah, Ella, Eliza, Chelsea, and her two grandchildren, Franco, Diego Vega, and Holly Vega. One day at the house where we lived, 3 months following his death, I noticed my mother seated on a wooden chair by the window, looking out at the vast morning sky and smiling. She waved me over to join her and keep her company. I walked over to her and gave her a kiss on her cheek. Her face seemed cool from the misty morning air. Dewdrops from the trees which surrounded our house dripped onto my skin. She took my hands and asked me to sit next to her, pointing to a lawn chair nearby on the veranda. As I moved the chair closer to her, I noticed that she hadn't changed over the passing months. She was still beautiful. I smiled and said, "Mama, what are you thinking? Tell me what it is on your mind right now. You look so happy today compared to the last little while." "I am just wondering why." Still smiling, she looked over at me and replied, "I just remember the love story, and it's so beautiful. It's a story of your father and I." I saw her hazel eyes twinkling in the brightness of the morning sun, and she motioned me to sit even closer to her, so that she could hold my hand as she talked. With her other hand, she patted her heart and gave me a look of utter satisfaction, saying, "I will tell you how a younger version of this woman fell in love with a man named Horacio. She was so beautiful even after all the years, with her signature long and luxurious hair flowing past her shoulders. I noticed some gray spots as she moved her head while she spoke. I could tell from her passion of wanting to share her story with me that she really missed my father. My own heart ached a little for her. She gracefully smiled at me, took a moment to gather her thoughts, and then began to talk as if things were happening again. From the beginning, the first time your father saw me and he followed me as I walked towards him and then slowly passed him by. My hair fell down my back and swayed in time with my hips as I moved past him. I could feel his stare. It was so obvious. I almost laughed at him, but held it in until I was well past his leering eyes. Some girls who stood near your father decided to tease him. They said, "Who is that girl, Horacio?" Well, of course they knew because they were my girlfriends and cousins. He had been talking non-stop about me ever since he arrived in our village. He answered the girls because he did not know any better, and I spoke in a dreamy voice. "Her name is Miranda Castillo." My name had crossed over the lips of most of the people in my village, either out of admiration or of envy.